Hi, everyone. I hope you've been having a really beautiful Tuesday so far, or whatever day it is where you are tuning in from. I know that we have people listening in from all over the world, so it could be a different time or day where you are. But I'm actually doing this video because I noticed that in the last reading I released, there were a lot of you in the comments section asking for a part 2. And I know that reading really resonated and connected for many of you, so I wanted to come on and tap back into that same energy field and do a part 2 reading. So this reading is going to be about the person who came out in the previous reading. And this is the person who settled for something or someone that their heart didn't really want because it's what they felt like they were worth. And you've been this guiding light to this person spiritually, emotionally, energetically, even if you aren't necessarily fully aware of this consciously. For some reason, I really felt the need to say that your energy has left a very strong mark and impression on this person. So for some reason, I'm wanting to go back and look at the exact title of the video that I posted to help us tap back in very specifically to that reading, to the same energy field, I should say, from which we channeled that reading. So the exact title is, hold on, let me pull it up here. You haven't spoken in a while, but your energy is just now activating them. Yeah, so they are feeling your energy activating them through the silence, through the distance, whatever is keeping the two of you apart. For some reason, I got the letter initials 𝗬SIAH. Those could be in someone's first or last name here. And I am going to go ahead and start by shuffling the Lover Oracle. And I want to pick right back up on talking about what this person, let's talk about what they would say to you without any inhibitions, as well as what they're likely to say to you if they actually do come forward. Okay, by the way, this is a bit of an aside. I'm recording this video right before I post it, so it will be up within an hour of when I am recording it, most likely even less than that. So this is almost a real-time video. And I want to say that lately in the collective, I've been sensing a lot of emotional highs and lows. So I know this is, again, a bit of an aside here, but if you've been feeling that, know that you're not alone. I mentioned in a previous reading that a message coming through very strongly is the importance of riding the emotional waves rather than overanalyzing them, overthinking them, getting kind of caught up in them. Just let yourself float on those waves, whether it feels like a high or a low. Ultimately, it's all getting you to where you desire to go on a soul level. Affirm that internally to yourself, that whether this currently feels like a high or a low for you emotionally, it's all taking you to where you want to go. And maybe I'll do a separate video for those of you who are feeling some of that emotional volatility right now and looking for a little bit of comfort, guidance, or support in that way. But let's tap really deeply into this person's heart. So I feel a lot of heaviness around this person. I'm seeing sage. I may even actually sage my space after this reading because I'm feeling so much kind of dense energy around them. In fact, I'm hearing storm clouds. It's almost like there are storm clouds around this person emotionally or energetically. Now, for some of you listening, if you found yourself suddenly and randomly overcome with heavy emotion or feeling like you have, let's say, energetic or emotional storm clouds of your own, know that you actually may be picking up on what this person is going through. I feel like they are experiencing a massive emotional tower moment. Now, isn't it so interesting that every time we try to tap into what this person wants to say to you, we start talking about what they're feeling personally about themselves, this emotional intensity, this emotional pain that's coming up for them. This reading will not be for everyone, by the way. This feels very hyper-specific, so only take it if it resonates. Always use your intuition on that. And I say that because these messages coming through are very dense and very intense. And if this is for you, you've actually most likely been feeling either consciously or subconsciously the emotional density and intensity that this person is experiencing. With the card childhood trauma coming out here, I feel like wounds that they never dealt with emotionally from when they were a child are coming to the surface, and the words abandonment and rejection are coming out the most strongly, always seeking approval either from society or possibly from a parental figure. And for some reason, this is coming to the surface for them right now. Now, again, I know that we're trying to channel into how they feel about you, but I feel like the reason every time we tap into that, we start picking up how they feel about themselves is because the guides are trying to say here, the reason it's like how this person feels about you or what they say to you or how they act towards you can't be separated from how they're feeling about themselves right now. So I am going to pull up my Love Word Scramble too. I don't use this all the time, but I've really been feeling guided to it lately. For those of you who are new, this is just a tool that I use to channel specific names, dates, details, and that kind of thing for the reading. Yeah, we have the words feel and memory and temperature. And I heard that they're like taking your temperature emotionally, or they're trying to like get a feel for how you're feeling about them without needing to approach you directly because they're really afraid to approach you head on. They're feeling memories with you really strongly is what I'm getting from this person. And I'm hearing you are the only person they've ever interacted with that they felt fully safe around. Maybe the two of you actually talked about your childhood traumas or childhood memories. Yeah, we have painful memories. You'll remember that when I channeled the first reading, if you are coming from that first reading video, which you don't need to be because I feel if you're finding this one first, it's probably for a reason. Maybe this is the video that holds a message for you that you need to hear personally. But if you are coming from the first reading, you'll remember we pulled these exact cards on this person's energy. So if nothing else, this is confirmation that we've tapped successfully back into that same energetic field from which we're going to be manifesting and channeling messages from this person's soul, from their higher self towards you. Yeah, they're being confronted by a lot of memories. I feel like they're doing a lot of reflection on their life. And this is dredging up many different things. It's bringing up things from their childhood. It's also bringing up, I'm hearing longing, memories of moments of a longing for you and not acting on that longing. And it's almost like they're resurfacing that feeling of longing for you in the present moment as those memories come back to their mind. The sense I'm getting the most strongly is that this person held a longing for you that they never really fully took action on because they were lacking confidence. We also have the card, it is all too much. Yeah, this is someone feeling overwhelmed by emotions right now. I'm actually getting that if you've been feeling some grief, some sadness, some heaviness, I feel like you are actually bearing some of the emotional weight for this person unconsciously. It's almost like your higher self is connected to them and helping them process some of what they're feeling emotionally that to them has been almost overwhelming. You may even be traveling to this person in their dreams. So I'm hearing you're doing a lot of astral work right now unconsciously. So if you've been waking up feeling really tired, even after sleeping for a long time and not really knowing why, I got the name James for someone. It may be because you are actually in spirit, astral traveling to this person in consciousness and healing them or working with them to help them process some of what is coming up for them emotionally. We also have the cards, I don't want to be alone and I am scared of rejection. Life without you is hopeless, dark, and depressing. I miss your light. And I'm hearing someone in response saying to this, why did it take you so long to realize that? So for some of you listening, you may be thinking, Why has it taken this person so long to realize that their life feels hopeless, dark, and depressing without me, that they miss my light? Why is it that you love me? And I'm hearing unspoken love. So I am getting that you gave this person an unspoken love that they didn't know how to receive. And because they didn't know how to receive that love, they pushed it away, or they didn't acknowledge it consciously or move towards it. They were afraid of you rejecting them. And yet with I don't want to be alone, I feel like this person is almost trying to tell you like why they settled for whatever or whoever they settled for, because they would rather settle for less than they really desire than risk being alone, which they're afraid of here. Yeah, with the 10 of Cups reversed, the thing is, I feel like they've ended up in a position where they're going to have to face this fear of being alone regardless, because I do feel like there is some separation happening with this person they settled for. Again, if that's specific to your situation, which is what I'm getting for many of you, it doesn't have to be another person. But if you are aware that they're in another relationship or a marriage or a connection that they settled for, then that would be a message that they already are feeling separate from this person. There may be a literal separation in place here. And it's almost like they thought that they could settle for this person to avoid being alone, but now they're going to have to face that fear of being alone regardless. Wow, very, very heavy energy around this. If you're feeling this, you may feel guided to sage your home or take some kind of an Epsom salt bath or just do something to cleanse your energy. I do feel that unconsciously you are supporting this person. They definitely seem to be part of your soul family, or what I've been calling lately your soul network, the souls that you are really connected to on a quantum level. And when someone in your soul network is going through something like this, something that's very emotionally heavy and intense, it reverberates and everyone else in the network feels it on some level, and actually spiritually and on this higher self level helps to support that person. So that's what I see happening here with you, that you are helping and supporting this person. I am hearing there have been times, though, that you've received this help and support from another as well. That may be a totally separate reading, but you may be able to think back on times in your life where you were going through something really difficult, and then someone from this kind of soul network felt guided to contact you or to ask if you were okay or to reach out to you. And it may have felt very synchronistic in terms of the timing. That's because when someone in a soul network has something very intense happening, literally or emotionally, it creates a reverberation and others can feel and respond to it as well. And that's what's happening with you and this person, regardless of whether you have any kind of physical communication with them. For some of you, maybe you don't desire to communicate or interact with them. Of course, that's entirely up to you. I do feel, though, with the 3 of Cups, this is someone who I'm hearing you're going to be seeing this person. And for some of you, that really may come as a surprise. In fact, I feel if that message is for you, one trademark that it's for you, ironically, is it surprised you. If it surprised you to hear that you're going to be seeing this person again or crossing paths or getting back together with them, like, I don't mean literally, of course, you don't have to romantically get together with them if that's not what you desire, but I really feel your physical paths are going to cross. And for some reason that wanted to come up here. And if you were surprised by that, that may actually be a sign that this very message is for you. But I'm hearing that it will happen in a way that feels very natural and also feels very good. This won't be a bad surprise when you reconnect with this person. It will be very good feeling on all sides. It will have a happy kind of celebratory undertone to it. And I see it happening because of how this person has or is in the process of detaching themselves psychologically, physically, mentally, and emotionally from this person or thing that they settled for, that seem to, I'm hearing, prevent them from accessing their feelings for you consciously. I got the state of Missouri for someone listening. Music, maybe someone is a musician here. Open. Yeah, this person wants to be open with you, but we also have the word scared. They're afraid to be open with you. Italian. Someone could be from Italy, or Italian restaurants or food could be significant for you in some way. We have the words circus, city, leaf. Yeah, this gives me the feel with the Eight of Cups of someone who is in the process of walking away from something that disappointed them, some kind of breakup happening here or separation. But the thing I get is that this is never something that they really wanted. They kind of saw this separation or ending coming. They were just sort of delaying the inevitable because they were afraid of being alone. There is a very powerful spiritual transformation happening within this person with the Star card here. And I'm hearing they want to show you the new them. So I really, once again, want to, it's so funny. It's hard to get into this person's, it's almost like they talk around the point energetically. That's what I get in these readings. It's hard to get direct answers out of them. Maybe that relates to you. Like this person would always kind of talk around the point, or it really reminds me of the lyric in my recent channeled song, "You're dancing on the edges, I'm falling all the way in." That's how it feels with this person. Like you were falling all the way into this. You were very open with them. You fell hard and openly, or dropped very strong hints to this person, whereas they were kind of dancing on the edges, trying to avoid fully falling in love with you or falling all the way into this connection. Now, if that's connecting, I'm getting chills as I say that. There are definitely more messages for you from this person in that channeled song. It's called The Light in Your Room. It's available to listen for free on Spotify, and the link to listen to it on Spotify and to follow my Spotify so you are the first to know when I post new channeled music is in the description box of this video. I am so passionate about sharing these channeled songs with all of you. So I hope you receive some message there if it's for you. With the Emperor reversed and the Fool, there seems to be some kind of controlling force here. I feel that this person could have a father wound. They may have had a father that was very domineering or controlling. It doesn't have to be a father figure specifically, but I feel like they have gotten accustomed to dynamics where they feel stifled, restricted, or controlled. And somehow that played into why they ended up in this relationship or situation where they felt like they were stifling or restricting their true feelings, maybe even their true self. I keep hearing seeking approval. Like this is someone who's constantly seeking approval from other people because of whatever childhood trauma they experienced. But somehow, you see, the thing is, and the thing that scared this person is you fully opened them up to their own emotions before they were ready to feel them. And now it's almost like when we asked that question earlier, why now? With life without you is hopeless, dark, and depressing. I miss your light. When we asked, why is this person realizing this now? Because for some of you, it's been months or years. The answer that comes through seems to be because they were unpacking or reflecting a lot from their childhood, and this naturally resurfaced feelings. Like I keep getting literally like this sense of feelings being dredged up with something else, meaning it's like they may have been churning up recollection or memory or feelings around their childhood, and those feelings that were buried with you were like brought up with all of that, if that makes sense. Now, for some of them, maybe they are working with a counselor or a therapist or someone in their life to talk through some of these things. Maybe these are just conversations with other people or friends that are bringing all of this up, but somehow they are actually emotionally reconnecting with themselves, bringing up a lot of things from their childhood and their past. And this is naturally making them realize how much they had buried for you beneath the surface, how much they had been feeling for you beneath the surface that they hadn't ever been open with you about. And I'm really curious, like, what would this person say to you if they could say anything? Well, again, that card, why is it that you love me, stands out here. This person is not only realizing the feelings they buried for you, but they're realizing how many chances you gave them, how many hints you dropped them. I see someone looking through old messages. If you have text messages or letters or something with this person, I feel like they are looking through those and like realizing that you dropped so many hints or gave them so many opportunities to step forward and they missed those chances. Can I get any other messages from this person? These feelings are eating me alive. Please do what is best for you and your heart. What are these feelings that are eating this person alive? They're feeling a very strong attraction to you, a desire to provide for you, to protect you, to take care of you with the King of Pentacles here. But also feeling as though in that regard, they're not sure they're capable of doing that. I feel like that's part of why this person is so hesitant. You trigger this instinct within them that for many of them is a masculine instinct. If you are a divine feminine here, which of course these labels aren't necessarily tied to gender, but it's like you trigger this masculine instinct within them to protect you, to take care of you, but they themselves feel like they've gone through a lot of hardship or difficulty. I feel like they're going to, or they're seeking some kind of forgiveness from you with the Ten of Swords in the reverse position. They really, in many ways, although they're being activated and inspired by your energy right now, in many ways, they feel as though they've already missed their chance with something potentially romantic with you. Now, of course, only you can know whether that's accurate or not, but I feel as though they see you as the Queen of Wands, someone who's growing and evolving and very magnetic and confident, and they see themselves right now as the Hermit and the Ten of Swords reversed, and the Five of Pentacles reversed, someone coming out of a challenge or maybe many challenges, especially like materially, financially, maybe with their work. They feel like they have a long way to go in figuring themselves out, and they really have you on a pedestal here. And yet I feel like even though they feel that they've missed their chance romantically, they want to ask you for forgiveness, and they want to be part of your life in a consistent way. Ideally, that is what they would love, because again, they've missed your light. They've missed your presence. I feel like they are just missing you being in their life in any capacity. And it's like they're seeking forgiveness. They're seeking a way to be able to connect with you more consistently. So I am going to go ahead and close this reading here. I feel that we may pick up this thread of energy again in the future. So if you do want to keep following this, then feel free to subscribe to be the first to know whenever I post new readings like this. Also, if you do want to manifest contact and interaction with this person, I recommend my Break No Contact Subliminal meditation. This comes from my Subliminals app, Sound and Soulful. And of all the subliminals I've created, this one has received by far the most positive feedback from so many of you who are using it. I see comments every single day under different videos about the positive effects that many of you are seeing from this subliminal, hearing from people that you've been wanting to hear from for days, months, even years in some cases. I saw a comment the other day from someone saying that they listened to this for 3 hours overnight, and the next day their twin flame that they'd been waiting to hear from, that it actually had them blocked for 2 years, reached out to them. And I get comments like this about this particular subliminal every day. So I really feel it's one of the most powerful, if not the most powerful and effective ones that I've created. So you can try it for yourself completely free by creating a 7-day free trial account on my Subliminals app. And the link to get the app and sign up for free is in the pinned comment and description box underneath this video. But otherwise, I'm going to leave things here. Feel free to leave me a comment if anything connected for you personally. I always love hearing from all of you, and I hope you have a magnificent remainder of your day.